Kunene. Hey, Spipila, thank you very much indeed for your time. Just give us an update with regards to the trapped miners.
Morning, Blaine, and morning to the viewers. We're coming to you live from the Groenfontein Gloria coal mine, where about over 20 people are trapped underground. Apparently, they got in there on Sunday to steal copper cables, but now nobody returned after Sunday, and residents noticed some smoke and they feared for the worst. And when they called in for help, it was discovered that an explosion had taken place and there are gas fumes in there. So it's difficult for anything to happen at the time. So the mine shaft was barricaded yesterday so that nobody attempts to go in again. If they go in, they could experience the same thing that was experienced by the people that went in on Sunday. Right now, we're waiting for the rescue mission to begin. We're expecting the team of experts to start working today, assess the site, figure out how to get off the fumes, and then start rescuing the people. Right now, the Mpumalanga government, as well as the municipalities, everyone who's involved, they are trying to find ways in which to intervene. We are also expecting the business rescue practitioner to come and have a conversation with us and tell us what the situation is at the moment, because the mine right now doesn't have electricity, so they had to bring in generators from outside, and the place wasn't functional at all, and it looks like people could gain entry because there was nobody here patrolling and taking care of the place and making sure that everything is in place. So that's the situation right now.
So, Piela, just give us a sense in terms of you mentioned there was no one patrolling there. Is that the norm, or was there a particular reason why this particular site where they entered in wasn't manned or wasn't policed? Just give us a sense of what's actually happening there. And paint a picture for us. How did these people get into the mine in the first place?
In our conversation this morning with Mike Elliott, who is the rescue business practitioner, he said that there is a syndicate operating whereby they steal copper cables. These people that got in here, they refer to them as copper thieves, not necessarily illegal miners like we are used in gold mines where people go there to get gold. But in this case, they were stealing copper cables. And he is concerned that right now, there is no lighting system in the mine because of the same theft that has been going on for quite some time. Workers told us they haven't been paid since October last year because the mine experienced financial difficulties and it filed for business rescue, but they haven't been paid, so no one was doing the day-to-day essential service to the mine. That is why people could gain entry into the mine. At the gate, yes, there are security guards, but there has to be essential services even inside the mine to maintain order and take care of stuff as the electricity, the power cables, and everything that goes on here to make sure that when the mine reopens, it's operational.
So, Piela, I'm just worried about the oxygen supply to this mine and where the people are currently trapped. What are you hearing on the ground with regards to that? And in terms of the strategy, the rescue strategy, what have you heard?
In terms of the rescue strategy, we were still too engaged with the local government on that. They just delayed. We were supposed to be with them on this interview to explain that to us. But nothing has started as yet until the team of experts assess the place and see if it's safe for anybody to get in and start the rescue mission. What we gathered yesterday from the people, the locals that got in there, was that there are gas fumes in there. It's difficult to breathe. So from where we are, I understand that it is not safe for anybody to get in because this place was barricaded so that locals do not attempt to do their own rescue. Hence, they will also face the same tragedy that has been faced by those that are feared dead inside.
Yeah, do we know anything about that oxygen supply?
There's nothing that we know at the moment about that. That is why I am saying that the locals that got out of said they got out because of the gas fumes. They were overwhelming them, which means oxygen supply is very limited.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation there. What are families saying? Have you managed to touch base with any of the affected families?
We spoke to a few yesterday. Local residents as well as families are for the idea that this mine should be reopened and start working, because what pushed these people to doing this was the fact that they are no longer employed. Some of them are not from Mpumalanga per se. Some of them are from Lesotho. Some of them are from other provinces. They are staying here was solely for them to work at this mine. Now they're not getting any income. Now this mine is sort of neglected. So it is opened up for criminal activities to take place. So locals want this mine opened and working again, because there's still a lot of coal. It was working fine until it started experiencing the financial difficulties. They actually calling on the government to do something on that front. The workers actually said they marched to the union buildings in an effort to meet the Minister for Mineral Resources, Ukwede Mantashe, to understand as to what's going on with the mine. Why should they stay here? Are there still hopes that this mine will be reopened and work again? Having not been paid for 3 months means they don't have food in their houses. They can't take their kids to school. It's a really difficult situation. So the locals here want this mine reopened. They do want their people that are in there rescued and out. But more than that, they want jobs. They want employment. They want this mine opened.
And I'm just looking behind you. There seems to be a heavy police presence there. Is that correct?
Yes, the huge police presence here is so that people don't attempt to get into the mine again. Remember, they were here illegally. This has become a crime scene. It becoming a crime scene means the police should be here and guard the place with a sharp eye so that nobody gets in again, until the experts get here and assess the situation and decide whether it's safe to start with the rescue mission or not.
Spepile Kunene is our report on top of the story there in Mpumalanga. Thank you very much indeed for your